we stand again at another dual rank game in the Platinum Elo. Jax against Darius, Nocturne jungle against a Volibear jungle, exciting. Azir against Akali, Kalista Sion against Ashe Brand. Oh, Ashe Brand, the fire and ice bottom lane. Also, that is objectively the best Ashe skin. I will fight you on that. It looks crisp, it looks clean, it's well designed, and the splash is awesome. I love it. Meanwhile, Kalista. The classic splash of Kalista always looks so funny to me. I think there was a period of time when, I think it was around when Kalista first came out, that the League of Legends subreddit banner had Kalista on top, like had Kalista as the banner art for the subreddit. And one thing that people quickly pointed out, oh wait, Counter-Striking, ooh, Counter-Striking the fountain. Very confident taking Counter-Strike early on, but never mind. Well, like, you're supposed to take Counter-Strike early on, but taking it at the first second is bold. You never know what you actually need. Back on topic. When Kalista first came out, I think it was around that time, or maybe it was during like Worlds. There was a period of time when the League of Legends subreddit banner had Kalista, the default splash of Kalista, as his banner art. But in that version of the splash, Kalista's art was cut off because, you know, the banner is really long, but the banner is really wide, but it's really short. So it displayed a lot more of the background. Kalista's in the corner, and then she gets cut off from halfway down. So you just see the top half of Kalista. But in that position, the way her arm is positioned and the way the splash drew it kind of makes like Kalista's kneeling on all fours. It's something that you can't unsee. It's not even like a visual illusion trick. You can't unsee it if you just take Kalista's splash, crop it about halfway, and just look at Kalista's body shape. She looks like she's like in the doggy position on all fours. You can't unsee it. Whenever I see Kalista, even in her full splash, I just can't unsee that position now. It's hilarious. Oh, they're gonna try to go into the brush, but they get beaten there by the Ashe and Brand, but they're gonna start the trade regardless. Oh, 2-man knockup here, but the Ashe will flash away. Rend takes Kalista, gets that cheese on the first blow. The Volibear here for some revenge, I think, but no, he's just gonna go back to his jungle. Counter-Strike up top. The Jax is gonna try to beat up the Darius. He might actually get it here. Corrupting Pot is running. One more hit will do it. Flash forward. No, he doesn't connect. He doesn't flash into the brush. Flash for flash. But I still think Jax wins that trade. Darius is so low now, and Jax has cookies, so what's he gonna do? He has a recall. He has a recall, right? He can't stay in that lane. He's just gonna Counter-Strike again and kill him. Oh, Sion gonna flash forward. He's gonna get this here, the knock-up. But the Brand has returned. He's only level 1. Pillar of Flame's not gonna do anything. The Rend for Kalista takes a second kill. Oh my goodness. This is why you run those two players. Just a knock-up onto the Rend damage. It's just so insane early game. And here comes the level 2. The Jax, he has to try to get away here. Can he do it? He ate his cookie. He ate his Corrupting Pots. He's not going to get anything. Nocturne gets that kill. Oh, he must be tilted. Imagine dying to Darius after that happened. Oh, after such a good early game, imagine just dying in that position. The Azir, he might kill the Akali here. Flash forward. Not going to get it. He didn't have Conquering Sands, so he couldn't push his soldiers forward. Oh, that's devastating. That has gotta suck when that happened here. Just a string of, well, they happened across different teams, but imagine how unlucky the Jax is in that kind of situation. You had the Darius kill in your hands and you let it slip due to a mix of luck and personal misexecution. The Volibear gonna be caught out in the river. That's gonna be a very dead Nocturne, but the Azir is gonna take it right back. Oh, the Jax, he gets his revenge solo kill, which is worth way more now than getting ganked. The Akali gonna try to find something, not gonna find it. Azir takes a double kill. Very valuable kills for the Azir. And Blue team is off to such an amazing start here. Now they just have to capitalize and drive it home. They're such a good early game lead. It can go a really long mile. Their only sore spot right now is really in the top lane, just because Darius. This is Darius without teleport. So, and on top of the solo kill EXP gains in 10.8, if you die in these contexts, it's gonna be so hard for yourself to make yourself relevant again. Oh, the Ashe gonna find one onto the Sion here. Sion gets a little bit too crazy with his health pool and just dies to the distant poke. So yeah, you gotta be very careful in this Darius position, because Darius, as domineering as a champion he's known to be, of course, he's also not the best champion at coming back from a deficit. So when you fall behind like this, it's really hard to actually make yourself relevant again. Like, there's very little you can actually do to salvage your situation. Oh, Brand, he finds another one on the Kalista and the shutdown to him. He's gonna die immediately after, so Kalista gonna go back for a Cutlass, and the Ashe, not long for this world, the Sion dunks her for an easy kill. Easy kills. So now the question kind of remains, where does the game go from here? Because blue team still has such a obscenely good early game lead, but it has tapered off a little bit now with red teams finding some shutdowns of their own. The gold lead is only 600 apart, which is less than the gold you will get from 3 kills. And when you analyze gold lead like this, it most times doesn't make sense and is flat out wrong sometimes, but it can still be used as a way to track momentum, which is just one of those intangible factors in the game that can actually be more important than anything else. You could be 20,000 gold down, but if your team is the one that has the timing to make all the proactive moves, you can win. In fact, you win more often than you lose in those circumstances. Granted, that situation is extremely rare. If you're 20k gold down, you probably lost. But the point kind of stands, kind of. If you're in the more favorable, position, chances are you will be favored to win. And the position doesn't necessarily even need to be like towers taken or map control. It just needs to be who's actually calling the shots, who's dictating the game's pace. That's something that you can't really evaluate looking at scores and items alone. It's based on how players move. It's based on how they play off each other. And Sion gonna let the Sion being gonna be lit on fire here. That's gonna be 3 stacks, explosion. Sion suddenly gets chunked solo yet again, and the Jax trying to go for a kill, but here comes the Nocturne. He's found a spooky ghost in his brush, and now he's trying to retreat, but the Nocturne disconnects. Oh no, this is not a good time to be disconnecting. Oh no, and the Jax gonna win that trade. Nocturne comes back going, oh, what happened? Oh, that can't be. That's awful. Oh no. I don't have words for that. That's just... Oh, you don't want to see that. Oh, Lord. Okay, well... Clearly, that's not something you see every day. Oh, he's gonna come back. He wants his revenge, but now circumstances are different. Jax is 2 levels on him. He's level 5 in the Darius. Can he find the dunk here? Decimate. It's gonna connect. He finally gets it. Nocturne gets that redemption arc, and bot lane is gonna be a 2-for-2 trade. Ashe gets lit on fire, and the soul does a Sion. Sion has to try to turn and run. Seer will not find the stun, so he will be just fine. He's gonna slowly walk his way out, and he will make it out with very little incident. And now Kalista, they have to be careful here. 7.5 minutes in. So this bot lane so far, it has actually been Ashe calling more of the shots. Blue team has been pushed under the turret quite a bit just due to the Wally spam and the Brand spam, but the Brand's not in lane, and the Ashe steps a little bit too far forward and just gets killed off. He has to be careful here. The Sion channels Q in a very obvious location, so Brand doesn't really walk into it. Volibear's gonna kill the dragon. That's gonna be the flare for blue team to GTFO. The Sion's gonna try to make a chase, but here comes the unstoppable. And the Sion gonna lunge into his face. Kalista gets the easiest kill of all time. Volibear rides down, but he gets spotted. The kill train continues. Face call pulls the Sion into him, and the Volibear pops his ultimate. The damage is coming out, but the zombie man, it doesn't get enough damage. The Volibear cannot kill the Kalista. And the Sion zombie form actually helping their Kalista picks up her 6th kill. And ignore everything I said about momentum, because right now blue team just grabbed it back in full force. Darius fighting that shutdown kill on the Jax. He was level 5 to 7, and now they're both level 7. Jax probably still has about... Actually, let's check this. Let's check this. Why is my chat box so low? So Darius EXP bar just hit 7, and Jax very close to 8. But yeah, Jax is still about 2/3 of a level on top of him. But right now, as long as they're in equal footing, Darius gonna try for something. Decimate connects. The fast rover. The dunk. He finds it. And that's gonna give him so much EXP. They equalized. In fact, Darius has pulled ahead. He's gonna beat the Jax to level 8 despite being so far behind in CS. Those solo kills and those assisted kills finding his way back into this game early on. The Nocturne gonna paranoia, but that's not the right target. Ashe will die in the back. She won't be able to retaliate for much further. The Brand's gonna try to set the Nocturne on fire, but it doesn't matter. Brand is gonna die, but the Volibear finds the Azir. That's gonna be one revenge kill for the Aegis. So now the score is 14-6. Blue team 8 kills ahead. And now they're sitting at a comfortable 3,000 gold lead, and they're gonna lay siege to the bot turret, take some plays for their own. So now they finally equalize the plate in bot side as well. So far, it's a very dominating game here from blue team, but they have to be careful here. I didn't turn on objective timers. In fact, I didn't turn on anything. Whoops. Oh my gosh, it's the first time I forgot to do this in a long time. I just got into casting. It's gonna be Ocean Drake spawning in just shy of 3 minutes from now. So they can probably still come back here for a red team. If Ocean Rift spawns and the rift after that is, well, not Ocean Rift. If Ocean Drake spawns and the one after that is Cloud Rift, it's a 50-50 shot still for the Ashe. Ashe with Cloud Drakes on the Triforce build, which she is going. Let's bring the scoreboard back up. Yeah, she is going that Triforce build with that Hail of Blaze. If she gets those Cloud Drakes, man, that's a very scary Ashe that you do not want to mess with. The Decimating Smash will not connect, but the Sion's going to force it anyway. The charge not going to find anything. He's going to be pulled in by the Phase Call and spat back out. The Kalista not going to find the red. The Enchanted Crystal Arrow nails the Ashe in place. Here comes a counter strike. It's going to end. It's not going to find the stun, but Jax will jump in regardless. Leaf Strike not off cooldown yet. The Ashe will kill off the Sion, but the Jax also dies during his teleport. Wally gonna slow her up, but it's not enough. Kalista spears it. Azir's gonna teleport in. For what though? The fight's already ended. He's gonna come in. He greases for the brand, but he gets stunned in place, so now he has to run away. He can't find it. He's leaving. Akali, she's laying in wait. She could try to ambush this. Is she gonna get it here? Perfect execution goes out. The Shuriken flip also connects. The paranoia not gonna find it. Her dash back to him. It gets cancelled because of the wall or something. But Akali finds the kill regardless. And now Brand stranded against the jungler. He's just gonna die. The ignite is still taking on him. Akali wants it, but now it's the Kalista's turn to set up the ambush, and she gets it here. Legendary Kalista, 10-1. Beautiful early game here. And when Kalista gets going early game, it can be so domineering because she can just run people over with her kit. The Herald does get dropped top lane, so that's going to be red team claiming a few constellation plays, but they're the one losing fights on the other side of the map. They're not going to get first turret. Oh no, they won't get first turret here. That's a Darius who's on teleport. So that's going to be a pretty dead turret. This last plate is not going to last. No pun intended. Well, verbal pun intended. That wasn't a pun. Yep, this tower not long for the world. And in fact, that Jax Slam did so much damage to the turret, the game's processing had to stop to comprehend it. What was that lag there? I don't know. Decimate gonna connect onto the Jax, and the Bleed stacks are taking up with the counter strike. He's gonna find the stun here actually, and here comes the Nocturne, here comes the Sion, but the first dunk goes out and the second dunk. 2 easy resets. The Sion will take away the second one, and now Kalista in a 1v2 under her own turret. They have to be careful. Plays are gone in 1 minute, but red team's determined to get at least one more on that bot team. They're gonna back off. They lost mini waves here. Kalista's turn on 1. She's second knight in the QSS because the CC is scary. They do need to be careful. She is not immune to all the stuns with that QSS. If you cleanse Crystal Arrow, Seer is gonna come right after. It is a very good buy to make sure you can actually stand up against their all-in, but it won't save you. It's not going to enable her to 1v2 in this context. Just so Brand can just straight up kill her with raw damage, and here comes the Sion! Unstoppable Ion's not going to come in! The Enchanted Crystal Arrow going to nail the Kalista, but she cleanses it immediately, but she's not going to cleanse the second stun! The Seer! She's jumping into the Brand! Oh no, the Brand explosion on the Sion takes her down! Brand finds the 1000 gold shutdown, and Kalista gets it. She should have dashed the other way. She was dashing into her Sion who was about to explode. That actually takes her down with the Brand. The bot lane here combined 4 and 12, which is not the best scoreline to be honest. But the Ashe has completed her Triforce. So the cooldowns and the attack speed are going to come in hard now. The Sion going to single-handedly drive off the Volibear from starting the streak. The Volibear's angry. He charges lightning into his claws. And there's going to be a fight here. The Sion not on for the world. Perfect execution gets her out. But not far enough from the Nightmare Man. He's going to find this kill. The crunch is up. The smash. He gets 2. And the Sion Ghost dies along with the Nocturne. The second kill doesn't really count, does it? He killed off a dead guy. Does that count? I'll count it. It looks stylish when he was just melting blue health bars. Kalista's gonna grab away the red buff here. Oh, is blue team gonna secure this? No way. They're just gonna let red team have it. Yep. Red team secures the Drake, and it is not a Cloud Rift. So blue team can possibly breathe a sigh of relief because the Ashe will not be slinging out arrows. However, despite the blue team's amazing gold lead, which is actually not that high, it's still 0 Drakes to 2, and the 2 in favor of the losing team in this context. But the Kalista still so strong, working on her Runaan's now. Sion gonna try to make a play happen. The scream onto a minion. It does slow down the Ashe. He gets pulled in by the face call, but the damage coming in hard and fast. Enchanted Crystal Arrow gets QSS immediately. And the Sion not gonna be able enough to protect the Kalista from the Brand burn. The Brand finds that kill. The shutdown onto the Kalista. And now the Sion has to try to turn tail around. He still has his ultimate. He can't use it in time. And the Brand's gonna burn him down. 2v2 victory for the red team. And Kalista being fully exposed for being really weak against an Ashe. They can just starts throwing out constant damage against her. Kalista really needs to be way closer to be effective. And now, for now, Brand and Ashe are just not giving her that opportunity. It's just a symptom of the champion. Ooh, the flip is gonna get spell shielded, but the bite is not. Orange Fanta. Isn't all Fanta orange? Fanta is like orange soda, isn't it? Oh no, they make like grape Fanta now. I don't know, it's been like... Oh god, it's been like almost 20 years since I drank Fanta. Isn't that crazy? The last time I had Fanta was when I was a kid. It was a food court in a supermarket mall. I think that was the first and only time I had Fanta. And I thought it was too sweet, and I disliked it. I don't think I've ever had Fanta after that. Huh. I dislike soda now in general. I just don't like how fizzy it is. And I don't like how it makes me feel really bloated after every time I chug one. Even if you don't chug one, it just, your stomach feels weird after you have that much sodium carbonate in you. It's not a good feeling. Also, maybe because I can't actually intentionally burp, so I can't really light out the gas. But anyway, here comes the Unstoppable Onslaught onto the Akali. Oh, the Sion decimating smashes the wrong way, and that's going to be a very dead Sion. The Brand's going to come in for some damage. Zero miss. The Akali flashes onto the Kalista. Is she going to find the damage here? Perfect execution is not enough. Double kill for the Kalista, but red team going to claim a constellation. They're going to find the Herald on the top side, and that's going to be taken away by the Volibear here. Now they can try to start a push. That's actually a net positive play for a red team. Sure, they lose 2 people to the Kalista, but their gold lead is closing, man. This game is about to go even. The Volibear is making all the aggressive plays and all the right plays so far. He knows he's stronger than Nocturne, and he's actually been bullying him around a little bit so far. Kalista, despite picking up a double kill here, she has to feel that her usefulness in the game is dwindling, because she can't actually have a safe way of closing onto the Ashe and Brand. Now without their long range skill shots, without the range burn, and here comes the bear. The Azir is going to be flipped back, but the wall will dissuade him from chasing any further. Good self-save by the Azir. Sion will have his ultimate back up in 30 seconds, he claims. And this is going to be the classic NA ram as Rift Herald gets deployed. That's going to draw all the eyes in the game towards it. In fact, there's going to be a teleport from Azir just to match the pressure. They hit the Herald in the eye, but they don't stop the charge. And the Nocturne gets lit on fire. The explosion is there. He dies before the fight even begins. And Darius spins himself out of there. He wants no part of this anymore. And this is just a straight up 5v4 here for a red team. They have the momentum. They're going to keep trying to push it in. The gold lead, it has actually widened a little bit. since we last checked it, but that doesn't mean red team is behind. The Polar Bear, he doesn't get slowed by the decimating smash, but he's just gonna slowly walk away. Upper hand was already committed. They can't land any CC onto him. He's just gonna run. And here comes the siege on the red team. The Polar Bear has actually pulled 3 members of blue team away from this turret, and that's gonna be a dead turret unless the Sion charges in and the fight breaks loose. Polar Bear gets grabbed and he's gonna be the first death. The Kalista finds 500 gold in his pockets. A very good injection of gold for the already fed AD carry. With a hurricane in hand, she really wants to make something happen. Can she make anything happen here though? She's gonna try to walk in here. Not gonna find anything. Doesn't seem like she'll find anything. Brand gonna light the scene on fire. The explosion there is gonna be set on fire. He's still in that brush. It's pinked. It's been warded. Now they know. Oh, Kalista! She doesn't finish it. Did she finish it? I can't tell. Akali's gonna get walled back, and she has to try to go full retreat mode. It seems like blue team did secure it, and the Azir gonna find the first kill. Ashen might be the next victim, but Blastcone gets her over. But here comes a flash from the Azir. Azir finds it, despite the enchanted crystal arrow nading her in the face, and that's gonna be a full rout here from red team. The rest of their survivor will try to retreat out, but the Jax, he wants more. He counter strikes him. You can't counter strike against the paranoia. The Polar Bear comes in from the side. He's diving onto the back line. But the rest of the backline has way more than enough damage to handle him. Nocturne gonna try to overcommit for the brand. He's not gonna get it here. No, he does get it here. Flash into the brand's face. Ace, 5 for a 0, and a Drake on top of that. Blue team has just found the game-breaking team fight, and they smash the game right open alongside mid lane T1, and they're gonna keep pushing towards the T2, and they're not gonna stop until red team feeds them until they all die. And now the rest of the push is finished. T2 is claimed, T1 is claimed, 5 kills to nothing, and a dragon. It's just been such a sudden surge in positive activity. The gold lead balloons to like, it's either a quadrupling or quintupling. Oh boy, it's like a what, 6,000? Like, we'll call it 6,000, we'll round up. It's a 6,000 lead now, starting from 1.5, so that'll be a 1.5 to 1.2k. So either 4 times or 5 times increase, depending on when you were looking. Sion gonna try to make a play here. Kalista's backing. She has no intentions of helping. Red team furious pings onto the banner. They think Sion was distracting. Hawkshot gonna confirm their suspicions was incorrect, and that's gonna get them to back away from the pit slowly. But the Sion's gonna get swept out. The brand is chasing after him. The Pillar of Flames not gonna connect. Sion's just gonna walk out. And Kalista, very defensive build, but it also makes her very potent. GA completed as her 3rd item. The mid lane push gonna continue. Blue team is gonna lose it here. And red team gonna try to walk away, take the minor victories. Pillar of Flame, not gonna find anything. Polar Bear, he pops a glory, he's in, he wants to start something, he's gonna flip back the Sion, but the Sion's kinda tanky, they can't really nuke him, can they? Oh, they do, they nuke the Sion, but that's a very angry zombie man, they dive on the Kalista, but they only pop the Guardian Angel, and the rest of the team fight has already gone south. 3 members of red team drops instantly, the Brand is gonna be slowed up, he has to try to walk away there, he's not gonna give up the chase. Oh, Warhiwoki, he does give up the chase. Kalista spearing forward. They find 3 for 1, they only lose the support. Volibear picks a wrong target to engage. Even if you nuke down Sion, you're just making him stronger in that teamfight, because that teamfight was over in an instant. Sion died slower than 3 members of red team did in his zombie form. And Kalista on top of blue team's 4 cores, make it easy, secure, and Kalista flashes over the wall. She wants it, she finds it. Brand's gonna be killed off here. 8,000 gold ahead. Question mark pings onto her. She's a crazy spear lady. She steals away the red buff as well, just to add insult to injury, and that's gonna be a Kalista recalling. Her pockets lined with gold. Not that much gold, but still decently rich enough. That's gonna be a Bloodthirster picked up for her. At least just a BF component for now, but that's gonna be a Bloodthirster in just a little bit. Or an IE. I don't think Kalista goes IE, right? Bloodthirster makes more sense here. Then again, I don't play Kalista. Darius is gonna take away the top T1. He wears the Baron buff. He's gonna start the push. Bear gonna try to make a pick onto him happen, but the Dare's gonna spin away the Jax. He wants this. He's gonna try to force this. Counter strikes coming in. 2-man Decimate buys him a little bit of time, but the damage is coming down hard and fast. The Warrior bites the Darius away, and the Azir in the middle. 2 people. He'll just kill one and walk out the other way. Jax not long for this world. He's been set on fire, and Kalista cleans up the brand on the side. That's gonna be a 3 for nothing. The rest of red team isn't even here yet. They should just run because their teams have just been fed to the wolves, as it were. Can they still find it? No way. They can't win this fight. There's no Crystal Arrow. There's nothing left. Ashe doesn't even have her second item done. She's just getting money so slowly compared to the Kalista. This is the classic bot diff game. For the most part, ignoring a little hiccup during the early mid laning phase, Kalista has just been solidly in the driving seat. Those 3 deaths were racked up very quick. I think she died back to back to back at some point during the game. And then she just been practically immortal. She lost her GA in the middle of one team fight when everybody don't want her, but then the rest of the red team quickly paid for it and they just all died. And Kalista, she's still up. The Guardian Angel just over halfway cooled down now. They do still have to be careful here. Bear, yo, he's gonna run in, he's gonna run out. He can't find it. The spear will follow him, but not nail. This is gonna be the second Infernal Drake to the red team. No, to blue team, and red team only gets to watch. The pushing squad is happening. They are dictating the game right now. They can go wherever they want and make whatever they want happen. And what they desire right now is gonna be a bot push. They might want to keep that last minion alive. No, they're not gonna to. Not going to try to because the rest of the red team is already here. This tower is very flimsy protection for red team at best. It's not gonna stand. Sion gonna ring the bell. He's gonna come and crash into 2-man. Oh my gosh! Akali gets burned down in the shroud, and she just has to run away now. The Ashe has died in the back as well. The Bear in the middle, 3 people is Valiant, but he can't do it. 4 for 0, nearly instantly. The Sion finds the sweet spot and just starts the team fight off beautifully. 43 to 20. The gold lead is now 13,000. Once you blow open the game, there's no coming back. You can't repair damage that severe. There's gonna be a red team surrender with a perfect ace from blue team, and blue team takes it, dominating fashion.